In celebration of Library Lovers Day, the Jacksonville Public Library is hosting a Lit Chat Tuesday with internationally best-selling author and the author behind the spicy Jacksonville Rays series. Joining us now is romance and fantasy author Emily Rath. Hey, Emily.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So your Jacksonville Rays series of books has an interesting story behind it. Tell us what inspired you to write it.
Yeah, well, I joke that I basically was inspired by a TikTok, right? So the world of TikTok and how that has taken off so much with romance in general, book talk, hockey romance is a really big genre over there on TikTok. I saw one NHL TikTok about a equipment manager, right? So equipment managers are the ones that like maybe change out skate blades or, they are assisting the team while they're on the ice. I saw one TikTok and like within 15 minutes, it was like a coconut on the head moment of like, oh my gosh, I'm going to write this book and it's going to be like this and it's going to have these characters. And, within about 45 minutes, I had plotted it all out. And then, about a month and a half later, it was like, I think I'm going to publish this. And then by March, that was around January. By March, I published it and it took off and it exploded into this international bestseller. And yeah, so it's this Jacksonville-based hockey romance. And I've been having a ton of fun with it.
That's extraordinary. And
yeah.
So I love that it came from TikTok because not a lot of people necessarily associate that with literary inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But you've carried it really through. This is the first of many books that you've written on this topic.
Yeah. So this is, I had a little novella that I did that I started it with that was called That One Night, just kind of like a teaser because I had done some more like historical fiction and, some other genre work. And so I wanted to just see if my readers are going to be like, what if I did this? And so around Christmas last year, I did a little novella called That One Night that just kind of introduced two of the characters. And then they were like, yes, we love this. We want more. And that's where I was like, okay, because I'm going to do this whole series. And so now it's really become this, the Jacksonville Rays universe. And so there'll be 5 main books. I have a number of different like novellas that I have planned out and things like that. But yeah, it's been amazing. And I was recently picked up by traditional publishing, both in the United Kingdom and the whole of the Commonwealth, and now in the United States, North America. So we just did the re-release of the first book in the series, Pucking Around. And I'm very excited to say it is now a USA Today bestseller. So that happened.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that happened last week.
Wonderful.
So,
Great
yeah.
news. So did you come to this as a hockey fan? Have you had to learn about hockey?
I wouldn't say that I was like diehard hockey fan, season ticket holder, but it was something I have always loved hockey, and I've always loved hockey romances. I've been a romance reader, since high school. I would go and like pick up romance novels at the dollar store or something, and so I've always loved romance novels. I've loved the hockey romance genre. It's a ton of fun.
I didn't know that was into itself a genre. I mean,
it's the single largest subgenre within sports romance. Hockey romance, yeah.
Knock it off.
And so it's a ton of fun. It's a huge universe of readers, and they're so fun. So that's like on TikTok. They're so fun. It's such a good community. It's a friendly community to be in with these hockey romance readers. So I knew there was a market there with TikTok and with marketing. It's like if I wrote this as part of of that community and been like, here we go. Here's a new one. I was like, they're gonna like it and they're gonna have fun with it. So it's just been a lot of fun all around.
So that's been kind of part of the marketing strategy too, is to incorporate TikTok and the community there of people that are, receptive.
Yeah, well, I mean, as an independent, not just an independent author, as traditional published author as well, it's like you want to know that you can sell the book, and you want to know that people can find it, that people will resonate with it, and there have been a number of books now that have really had a lot of success by doing TikTok marketing, and the market has to be there though. Mm-hmm. So you have to have these rabid hockey romance readers that are constantly sharing titles, sharing new releases, right? It's an uplifting community where it's like, we all love this thing. We all love this genre. So we're going to share our new favorite titles. So if you can insert yourself and be able to capitalize on that, because otherwise as an independent author, it's just me out here trying to sell these books. So you have to be able to tap into these markets, whether it's fantasy romance or hockey romance, and get the readers interested so they'll read it.
So your romance titles have been praised for being welcoming, body positive, queer inclusive.
Yeah.
How can people register for the event tomorrow? What can they expect?
Yeah, so the event tomorrow, it's the Lit Chat. We're doing it over at the Southeast Jacksonville Library. And so you can go online to the Jacksonville Library website. I believe it's jacksonvillelibrary.org. I think you have it
Yep,
in your show notes.
.org.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to forget it. But yeah, so it's 7 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to have a fun, it's Tuesday the 13th. It's going to be fun. It's going to be Galentine's Day. I will be in conversation with Jessica Hatch, which is going to be a ton of fun. And then we will have Femfire Books on site selling books, and you can get them signed. And readers of mine know they can always bring in backlist books as well, and I'll be happy to sign those too.
Well, author Emily Rath, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it, and we look forward to your continued success.
Yeah, thanks so much.